Hey, how you doing? This is Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books. Well, today we're talking about the panic over at Disney as a result of limited interest and less than expected interest in the new Indiana Jones movie. This is coming from an article inbounding into comics. So let's get into this article and really talk about what's been going on with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Now, Disney did outperform with Avatar: The Way of Water. It's up to $1.4 billion. It's going, maybe it does even more than the original Avatar. That was lucky. We didn't think that Black Panther: Wakanda Forever could make $1 billion, and it looks like there's no chance it's going to make $1 billion, although it's still chugging in a few dollars before it stops. It's not going to make $1 billion. The original Black Panther did do $1.382 billion, so it is a letdown to see Black Panther: Wakanda Forever not being able to pull together and do the kind of business that Black Panther was able to do. And additionally, Disney does have other problems. These are the kind of articles people are writing about Disney in business trade publications because they've lost $123 billion of market value, and there's even talk about Disney having to sell off different divisions, whether it's ESPN or ABC. I don't think they're going to sell anything. I don't think they can sell anything. I think they're in a bit of a spot. Here's another one Disney may break into pieces. But let's get into this article and specifically talk about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny and what the feedback has been on it. Before we do, please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications and give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny reportedly pacing far behind Transformers: Rise of the Beasts and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in audience interest. The upcoming Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny film is reportedly pacing far behind rival film Transformers: Rise of the Beasts and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Of course, Guardians of the Galaxy is a Marvel title, so at least Disney will make it up there. A report from Puck's Matthew Belloni, and he's cited in a lot of places. Industry expert, and I do articles based on his work. He's very good. Now, it's claiming that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny significantly underperformed compared to Transformers: Rise of the Beasts and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 after the three films released trailers during Brazil Comic-Con back at the beginning of December. According to studio sources, Belloni reports that Transformers: Rise of the Beast racked up over 506 million views in under 2 weeks across YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 drew in 187 million views, while Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny only brought in 79 million views. And the views do tell you a lot about how much consumer interest there is, or Matt Belloni wouldn't be talking about. Taking a peek at the YouTube numbers as of today, the Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny trailer only has 10 million views on the Lucasfilm YouTube channel. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 clocks in with 25.5 million views on the Marvel Entertainment YouTube channel. Transformers: Rise of the Beast has 26.3 million views on the official Paramount Pictures YouTube channel. While Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 isn't trailing Transformers: Rise of the Beast as much as Belloni reported after 2 weeks, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is still significantly off the pace compared to Transformers: Rise of the Beast and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. In fact, both films have more than doubled up on trailer views compared to Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is not only trailing these films when it comes to trailer views, as noted by both Belloni's inside source as well as spot-checking YouTube, but Belloni also claims the film is already at a disadvantage because Steven Spielberg is not directing the film, and Harrison Ford is 80 years old and supposedly the leading man in a film franchise known for its action-adventure heroics. That is a bit of a stretch, you have to admit it. And I will say this, if it's not for James Cameron, no, Avatar: The Way of Water would not be doing $1.4 billion. It's his vision, it's his ability that makes that movie outperform the critics. Maybe the same thing will happen again with Indiana Jones. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think it's going to outperform expectations and really just blow away all the naysayers? Or do you think maybe there's some problems there? The film's promotion has also been plagued by... This is true, by director James Mangold's antagonistic behavior to concerned fans about what he and Lucasfilm have planned for the film. Lucasfilm has a track record of destroying their male-led franchises. One needs only to look at the desecration of Han Solo in The Force Awakens that turned the character into a deadbeat dad who then gets murdered by his own son. This anti-male theme would be doubled down on Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi that shows Luke Skywalker as a man who has abandoned everything he believed in and even tosses his lightsaber away like a piece of garbage. This theme is not isolated to the sequel trilogy. The Mandalorian turns what was pitched as a ruthless bounty hunter living in the outer reaches of the galaxy into a glorified babysitter for a childlike Yoda character that is apparently not a child at all, which is kind of strange about their relationship. The Book of Boba Fett also turned the famed bounty hunter into an incompetent town manager. It's like everybody's Homer Simpson. Given the track record, fans have a healthy skepticism of what Lucasfilm and Mangold will do to the franchise, and have especially had their hackles up following the casting of self-proclaimed feminist Phoebe Waller-Bridge. In response to one fan concern, Mangold decided to attack him and then proceeded to lie about his attacks on the fan. Matthew Kadish shared his concerns, writing on Twitter, "To anyone thinking Indiana Jones 5 might be good, just let me point out: 1. Steven Spielberg is not directing. 2. Kathleen Kennedy is producing. 3. Harrison Ford is 78 years old. He's actually 80. 4. It's written by John Kasdan, who also wrote Solo." Mangold responded, writing, "Thanks, Matt. 1. Keep making the world a better place by crapping on things in the first week of production from your basement. 2. Never seen a script by John. Nothing against him, just reality. Butterworths and I started from a blank page. 3. 1 through 3 are hugely talented and all at my side." Mangold he has a way of fighting with fans that just doesn't help his case. And it's not fun to get picked on and get harassed about your content. It's happened to me before. I get what they're saying. But it is a different power dynamic, so you have to kind of, you're the director, you're creating the content, you have to try to engage people and explain as best you can. But there's no way to bully people into liking you. That doesn't work. Not only did Mangold decide to degrade Kadish over his legitimate concerns, but he confirmed those concerns were legitimate by claiming 3 of Kadish's 4 concerns were hugely talented and at my side. Following this interaction, Mangold would then lie about a month later when a Twitter user referenced his degrading comment regarding Kadish living in a basement. Mangold denied he ever used such language. He wrote, quote, "I never said people who criticize me live in basements. People criticize me all the time, and I don't get such comments. I think you know what caused me to reply to the specific clickbaiters the way I did, and I've said I'm sorry. In my anger, I spoke too broadly." Responding to a report on Mangold's comments, Kadish wrote, "First thing Mangold said to me was that I was a basement dweller." He did say that. I don't know if the guy lives in a basement or not. There's nothing wrong with living in a basement. I wouldn't mind doing it. I don't live in a basement, but plenty of nice people do. But it has nothing to do with what their comment is. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Are basements okay? Clearly, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny does not appear to be connecting to people via trailer views. And on top of that, it has an antagonistic director who has not only confirmed fan fears about Lucasfilm's production are legitimate, but he's openly degrading them for expressing such concern. And again, it's a tough situation to be in, but these very wealthy directors and fancy actors, they all have access to people that can give them consultation, managers, PR people, and help them understand, like, look, this is a good way to respond. Some things you shouldn't respond to anyway. It's not like that guy who's, quote, a basement dweller, end quote, necessarily has such a big following that he's in a position to create some major narrative. What do you think of this, though? Do you think Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is going to be on track? Is it going to be a good movie? I've seen the trailer. Have you seen the trailer? What do you think of it? The de-aging looked kind of okay, but it still really looks pretty heavy CGI. Maybe it's not the final version. They got more work to do. I don't know. Kathleen Kennedy has ruined so much Lucasfilm stuff. What could possibly come out of there that would be good? I think it's very reasonable to be skeptical, and I think knowing that fans and super fans, people that if you go watch Indiana Jones, I just watched this about a month ago now. Indiana Jones, the first movie. That was an incredibly well done movie. Really well written, really tightly done. It was so unique that to go back, it's hard to even understand how unique it was compared to things that we see now, because it influenced so much of entertainment that we saw since then. Same kind of thing with the original Star Wars. You can love the original Star Wars, but it's hard to even understand how much you do love it, how good it actually is, because it was so unique when it came out at the time, and it's affected so much of what we've seen since. But let me know what you think of all this, please, in the comments below. Always like to see your comments. I do appreciate them. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.